All right, ready? Jump. Oh man, look at us. Look at us. Oh, this is awesome. This is perfect. What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. That's right, here on the Poop and Evolved modded Scorched Earth server. Baby, does it get any better than that? I think not. Man, oh man, how's everybody doing today? You doing good? Oh, I am doing amazing. Absolutely amazing. Guys, thank you so much for always pumping me up, always getting me psyched by leaving those thumbs up. That's right, the amazing support on this series. It's just been so good. And guys, please remember to keep it up. Throw those thumbs up. Stomp that button. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe. That's right, baby. And thanks for all the highs. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Man, oh man, last episode, we got Razorback. That's right, our amazing legendary Megapithecus. We got a max level. Absolute monster. I love it so much. It's so cool. So very cool. And adds to our collection. Legendary Megapithecus and legendary, the episode before, Wyvern. Amazing. Awesome. Doesn't get much better than that. So I think we're doing pretty good on our Dino army, our creature army. We got Gigarex over here now. XP was super nice and brought over Gigarex. In fact, there was an update to the game. It was probably a couple episodes ago, but I didn't even realize it. But now you supposedly can pick up any and all creatures with the Wyvern. So let's see. We should be able to pick up Gigarex. Let's just confirm this, that it's all, because it says all. Oh, yep. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, it's so cool. I'm really happy they added this. I tell you, the author of Ark Comes Alive is super cool. He seems to listen to what the people want, the peeps say. If there's issues with the mod or just things that people want, he adds them. He's a cool guy. I assume it's a guy. I don't even know. What do you think, Gigarex? You gotta be a guy. You gotta be a guy. All right, if you think so. Anyway. Whoa. What's going on? So hard to control these insane mega dinos. Over here in the Scorched Earth, in the middle of the map. It's all good. Anyway, today, guys, I was thinking we should probably start working on more stuff with the base. We got to get lighting in there. We got to get power, electricity. This is something we haven't yet done. So why don't we get that tackled for the beginning of today's episode? I definitely think I made a couple new tables, industrial workbench, which is pretty cool. This is going to be what makes us our metal behemoth walls. Big thing I want to work on today, get that protection around the base, because we're protected for like here, but on the outside a lot of our dinos are not yet protected. So I think we need to get all those behemoth gates going on. Now for this to work also, we do need power. Now power options within here, by the way, this is also the table that makes all the carbon, so pretty cool. We can also make other things like this electric battery, a small battery that converts spark powder into electricity. Super handy. There's another cool generator. Look at this one. A large machine that converts trash into charcoal and electricity. That's neat. I don't know what is technically considered trash. It might just be anything you throw in there. I do not know, but I would love to find out. Again, before we do that, we got to get normal electricity going. So we could go with generators. The normal traditional generator. I did craft one up already. That just runs off. Let's just type it in. That just runs off of gasoline. So S plus, that means we can pick it back up again. So there's that. But I was thinking, let's go more green. Let's get more clean power. And hopefully this works night and day all the time. Solar panels. We have the solar panel workbench and stuff in this mod pack, so we might as well use it. There's other solar panels too that I think use batteries. I'm not sure. I also want to make sure that we have enough materials to do this. We got to upgrade to the upgrade our forges. We want an alchemy forge. That's going to be like an advanced pestle and mortar. And then epic forge. This goes 50 times faster than a normal forge. I believe. Is it forge or is it... I think it means 50 times faster than just like one of those stone ones. But it might mean the vanilla forge. I don't know. Either way, we now have both. Super awesome. These both run off of electricity, if I remember correctly. So we can now move. Can I finagle this? Let's get this into there. Bam. What else does this stuff need? Electronics, cementing paste, crystal. So electronics, cementing paste, crystal. Baller. We got it. So we should be able to just make up one and be all set. Golden, golden, golden. And then here's where I have everything else that I made up. Platform smithing, mixing table, fabricate. Okay, we want the wires. I also made a chemistry bench. That's going to be on top of that forge guide, just in case we might want it. I wanted to make sure we had the materials to do it. Also made industrial cooker, industrial grill. Pretty neat. And then also this metal storage box. I've never tried these. I'm just curious because they're small, sort of like the tiny volts, but it's another option. And that only has 75 slots, whereas this one, this has 40,000. That only has that, and this has 100 slots. Yeah, so I think this guy's gonna go bye-bye. We don't really care about it. It is inferior in every way. Anyway, let's get up to the roof. Let's go, let's go. Beautiful. And then I got my ladder here. Hopefully I have this set up right. Oop. Did that just, yep, auto opens for me. Beautiful. I got my RGs parked up here too. And let's get this set in. All right, so here we go. Here's our solar panel. I'm gonna try and put it on the second block right here. I think that looks good. We can maybe turn it ever so slightly. Does that look good? Awesome. All right, looks good. We can always move everything and anything too, so it's not a big deal. Oh, that's super cool looking. Look at it. Oh, I love it. I love the details. All right, so next, we're gonna run the wire straight down if we can. Okay, go straight down right there. Bam. And we should be able to now see it down on this floor, poking through, hopefully. I is no see. I is no see you. Where'd it go? All right, let's see if we can snap it down. Oh, there we go. Snap point. Perfect. All right, now right here, why don't we do a little thingamajigger? Oh, does that only go... How does that only go that way? Are you kidding me? Is you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. How does it... I thought these go vertically too. It only goes horizontally. That sucks. That majorly sucks. And I can't get it to go... It will only go those two directions. This is stupid. What? Alright, well, if we ever want power up here, we kind of need to do that. Whatever, we'll fix it later if we need to do it. For now, for today, let's just do that. Okay, and then let's throw another one. Bam, going through. Awesome. And let's hop through here. We can see it coming down. Man, can I get off these stairs, please? Then let's go a bam. Okay, we're all out of those, and we might be able to power everything just by throwing this on now, right here. Can I throw you on? Yes. Beautiful! Oh man, that is amazing. That is awesome. That powers that. All right, so we got this working now, and there's lots of cool stuff. I've been wanting to try this glider so bad. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, let's get all this stuff. Take all. Transfer all. Let's do this a few times till we get everything. Take all. Man, my weight needs to be higher. My weight needs to be higher. Okay. Doing good here. What do we need for this? Charcoal? Are you kidding me? I guess that kind of makes sense. But seriously. All right. Glider. All right, so we need to get some carbon going on. For this, we don't. That, we just need cementing paste. Let's get our forges. We're done with this thing. Pick up Forge Maker. We've made our forges already. Let's get those set into place. We also have the chemistry bench. We're gonna have to figure out a spot for it. Forge Maker, where'd I throw the forges? I must have pulled them out and stuck them in here already. Let's see. Yes, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Oh man, when I did transferred all this stuff too. I hate when it do that. Why does it take out of my folders? It should not take out of my folders. I mean, that's like a mechanic of Ark. It's not supposed to do that. All right, anywho. Let's get these forges in place, and we need to get the chemistry bench. Chemistry bench is big. So maybe we should start with the big and then work our way back. All right, chemistry bench. Maybe. Something like or we could just straight up remove those. Does that fit? Because that's like our little spot for our pestle mortars. Yeah, I think we're going to do it right there maybe. All right, so we'll just throw these guys up here. I know, I'm all over the place. DMAC, what you doing? You all over the place. Where the crap's my forge? There we go. All right, can we stay? Maybe stick off a little bit. In fact, we don't need those two anymore. Okay, we'll leave them in for now. We can make adjustments. All right, beautiful. Let's get the other forge in. Let's see, how does that, oh, that's way too far back. Those are both way too far back. We need them sticking off. All right, beautiful. Awesome, can I access you from down here? Beautiful. Let's get you, pick up Alchemy Forge. Let's get that set back down again. Oh, we are really coming together today, guys. Really coming together. All right. Perfect. Even better. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so both these work. Turn on. Awesome. Turn on. Awesome. All right, so both our forges. Let's turn them back off. And now chemistry bench. Now, if I move these two things, move those over, the chemistry bench would definitely fit up there. And that might be what I want to do. That might be the smarter way of doing things. But we do need to find light. We need to get light in here. So let's see what things we can use to get light. What has light? What benches have light? Do you have lights? Cables and pipes. And this is where the other solar panels are from PNC. Sprinkler, cool. But that doesn't look like what we want. All right, does this have any lights? Any lights in you? No, I'm seeing no lights. There needs to be more lighty up mods. Now this is basically the same as what a normal fabricator is, and this does have the lamps. They're basically like the normal vanilla lamps. Okay, so there's those two we can do. Cool. All right, this thing you need to move. Why don't you have a pickup? All right, builder's helmet. Oh, beautiful. All right, remove builder's helmet. Check. All right, do we have any lights in here? Are you lighty up now? All right, nothing. I don't think S Plus has any lights. All right, this is their smithy version. And I'm not seeing anything. Seriously, more mods need to add light blocks. This is the tinkering table. I'm not seeing any lights. This one is the masonry table. Not seeing any lights. Oh man, I don't think we have any cool light mods in here. So we're gonna have to go vanilla. Let me get all that stuff crafted up. Man, oh man, I tell you, the lighting in this game, it really is not, it needs a lot of improvement, or we need to get some other better modded lights. I'm not an expert at this stuff by any means, but let's take a look at what I did and different things that the lighting does. And I know a lot of this ends up being like vanilla stuff. But yeah, I can't see a dang thing right now, so let's turn on our torch. And I'm almost starting to like the torch lighting better. But it's just stinky. Alright, let's close all the doors. Let's get all the light kind of hidden away. Alright, so it's pretty much pitch black in here. We cannot see. So I started off with putting omnidirectional lamps. I put one up here. Let's just turn it on. Let's see the difference that it makes. Alright. So, I mean, that's decent, I guess. I really don't like all the light shafts or the blooms that come from this. And it's supposed to be turned off. So, I mean, I can't even imagine if it was on. But it leaves those annoying, like, white dots in different places. It doesn't seem to evenly distribute the light. Like, there's certain areas way the heck across here. It's super bright. But then in between, I don't know, there's just like a lot of darkness spots. So I tried a bunch of the omnidirectionals. And I tried other little tricks of hiding them away. You know, like down below so you don't really see them. Hoping that maybe it would like prevent some of those white dots on the floor. I ended up putting them all the way across. Let's just have a look. So this is what the lighting looks. Mind you, it's only all on one side. Notice all the front of our safes, they're all pretty dark in the front of a lot of our stuff. You can see the shading, the shadowing. So it's more behind, and it does leave enough light so that we can see everything. And then over here, we can see, but it starts to get pretty dark. And you just have all those annoying, ugly white dots. So I thought, how can we fix this? Can we do maybe... And by the way, I'm going to make some more right now. I thought, can we make something a little bit better, a little less annoying by doing the spotlight ones? And I also wasn't sure if the lights actually went through walls. Like, is that a thing? I think that's everything that we need to make some more. So, and I've been going with the spotlights. What are we missing? Crystal. Alright, let's get your crystal. Alright, we got enough? Got enough. Alright, so lampposts versus omnidirectional lamps. And these are more like spotlights. I don't know why they call it lamppost. But spotlights. So in their much more defined area that they go to, whereas these kind of go in every direction. But I didn't like that. I didn't like how these were doing the omnidirectionals. This one's actually pretty decent, but again, it doesn't get the front. And I may even try some other things with this that I haven't yet done. Because then I started to realize, okay, can this go through the floors? And we'll be done talking about this very soon. I want to talk about it. It's got to be talked about. So then I wanted to try this. If I put these on, is it going to be dark downstairs? So notice I look this direction, it still looks pitch black, but then I turn this way, okay, it's super light. Let's see how that translates to downstairs. And you can see it actually is lighting up the downstairs pretty decently. And you're not getting those dots as much. So that's cool. That is very cool. Then if we put, let's throw a couple more of them down. That's what I was in the process of doing. Let's throw another one, maybe right here. Let's turn that on. Are you turned on or off? Okay, on. And we got one more. So let's throw that on right about there. Okay, so now they're on both sides. What does this make the downstairs look like? It's actually pretty decently lit up. Not as well as I thought it was, but still decent nonetheless. Now, most of these dark parts, and it does, as I said, it got rid of the glare. Let's see if we can make an omnidirectional one, put it maybe in the middle of that room. Okay, let's grab some more spotlights, and then omnidirectionals. Let's make a bunch. And it just seems like you gotta almost spam the lighting too. Like, I really feel like I should be able to just throw, in a room this size, this isn't that big, I should be able to throw one omnidirectional and just have it do the whole room. I mean, they're not that expensive, but they're not cheap either. And let's see if we can eliminate this glare. The glare from even happening. And it definitely happens up here. Alright, so where were the dark parts? Were you turned on? Yeah, you were on. Let's get some more of the directional ones going on. This is where it lacked one on this side. Alright, cool. Let's get another one going on right here. And is that going to block me going up? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, looking good. Looking spiffy. Can we fit in one more right here? Alright, get you turned on. Alright, so we got all those going on. Let's just see what that looks like now. Alright, it's looking a lot better. I'm almost thinking maybe one shining this way and one shining that way would completely correct the problem. So we might even be able to just do that. Throw one right there. Shine that way, and then throw another one here. Do we have one last one? Dang it! We need one more, but let's actually see what it does. Yeah, so now this side of the base is pretty well lit up. I wish you could aim them maybe. Like change the angle up and down. But and that's weird. Look at how it gets bright, but that as we walk forward, you can see like the darkness. That's super bizarre. But just the non-even distribution of lighting drives me nutballs. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we should have all those. Yeah, we got a ton of them. And I'm just going to spam the lights up there till it gets the way I want it. Till the lighting feels good. Alright, last one. Alright, so that does help quite a bit. I'm thinking two facing that way, two facing that way, and then I'm going to throw a couple of omnidirectionals just in the middle of the room. And hopefully that completely solves the problem. And watch, I probably could just set one omnidirectional in the middle of the room, and that probably, watch that completely fix the problem. Alright, so we got two there. And then let's do two here. I mean, this is just, it gets obnoxious. To get the lighting the way I want it, I shouldn't have to put this many in. It's just ridiculous. Alright, so we got those going on. And I mean, this completely ruins this room for me. This upper room. It's just so ugly. Nobody could be in here. Alright, so last time, let's just look what it looks like before, without the omnidirectionals. And that's actually pretty decent. I still don't like a lot of the shading in here, how it gets like really dark just depending on where your character's standing. Like, see that darkness? That shouldn't happen. But other than that, it looks good. I got the nice glossy look of the ground. I like that. I could definitely dig this. Now, let's just see, by throwing in the omnidirectional, if it completely changes things, it might get a lot brighter. And that's kind of my hope. Alright, so let's throw in Right there. Right there. And right there. All right, bunch of omnidirectionals. I can see the glare there. Oh, these stairs are annoying because there's like invisible borders that I can't walk off. Ooh, that does fix quite a bit. That actually does look pretty good now. And I wonder if just the omnis could have done that, but this gives the look I want for the room. I still want it brighter, but I can deal. I can deal. Any time of day that we come into here, it's going to be nice and bright. I'm not going to have to gamma up. I'm not going to have to use my torch. So I feel like this was a success for the most part. For the most part. Okay, so done with that. We now, in this table, let's start to make these behemoth walls. How many can we make? Let's get all of our materials, everything completely in here. It's metal related. I think it takes metal, polymer, and cementing paste, I believe. Metal, polymer, cementing paste. All right, I'm gonna go through everything that I own and get all the metal, powder, cementing paste, and polymer put into there. So, and the cementing paste is probably the biggest thing that I'm lacking, but now that we have the machines that can make it super quick, it's not gonna be as much of a problem. So I dig that. We can also, in this guy, I believe, with fiber and organic polymer, we can change it permanently to be normal polymer with no timer. That is it doesn't matter as much because we can stack it, but that way we're not going to lose any of it. None of it's going to spoil. So we're going to do that as well. And then we can make by the crud ton cementing paste. So very cool. I'm going to get going on that and we'll be right back. There we go. Look at that big old wall. It cost a lot, but it's going to save us a lot. Seriously, like save us a ton of hassle. Oh, that is cool. All right, so why don't we get this all lined up around the base? We should be able to pick it back up as well, if needed. Oh, nice. That is baller looking. Oh, very cool. And hold for more options. Now, these ones don't have the option to pick it back up like that other mod we had done a couple seasons back, but of course we can use the builder's helmet to pick it back up. Now it's going to be interesting to see also, do they snap? Is there, yeah, there's snap points. So that's cool. Beautiful. And does that leave a little bit of room to walk around on the edges? I really wanted to try and line it up though, so anything that was attacking us would do this and fall down. Holy crud. That's not what we wanted. Oh man, oh man. Somebody's in trouble. Alright, I gotta make my way back up. Alright guys, we're making out pretty well thus far. We're maybe a quarter of the way done. And we may not get this done today. I mean, this is a huge area. But we're getting there, little by little. Got a couple more walls done up. There we go, 8 more, sweet. And what are we waiting on? We are waiting on metal now, so we're probably gonna have to go metal hunting. That is something that I don't have a heck of a lot of, or at least left. I banged through it today. But one thing I did want to kind of mess around with a little bit, this glider looks awfully cool. So why don't we check that out? We got to make some carbon. Would it say 2 carbon? It might have been 3. I'll just make 4 just in case. There we go. Glider. So the glider says, use this while falling to slow your fall. Jump while gliding to deactivate it. The glider is much faster than a normal parachute and is reusable. That sounds pretty cool. So let's see. Where does this equip anywhere? Okay, it looks like it just equips in a slot there. Let's press it. Does it do anything? Jump? Ooh, that's cool looking. Oh man, then press jump again to deactivate. Isn't that what it said? Okay. Let's try this from somewhere higher up. All right, ready? Jump. Oh man, look at us. Look at us. Oh, this is awesome. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect to have while we're riding. Oh. Change direction. Turn. No. How do I deactivate? I'm pressing jump. Oh man, this is not what I expected. Go that way. Go that. No. No. All right, why is it not deactivating? Is it only when you're on the ground? And look at it, it's got a hit bar too. Use this while following to slow your fall. Jump while gliding to deactivate it. Yeah, I'm pressing jump. Oh, maybe it just means when you're on the ground. All right, this was cool until you done glided me all the way over here. What the crap? All right, so it must be once we hit the ground. All right, now it deactivates. What the crap? All right, let's do it again. Let's glide back. And if we hold shift, doesn't seem to glide any faster. But it's cool, it's a reusable parachute. Nonetheless, now I can pretty much fall from sky limit. Our health is so high and live. So it's not like the biggest concern, but it's still something neat. That was fun nonetheless. I dig it. I dig it. All right, so we've got our glider. We'll hold on to that for if ever needed. Man, oh man, we got a lot done today. We did pretty good. I had a lot of fun in that glider. We got a whole bunch of the metal done. I'd say probably about half of the base covered. I'm feeling pretty safe. I'm feeling really safe now. I don't have to worry about my dinos wandering away, and I don't have to worry about most things invading the base. And we got to get a whole bunch more metal. So this episode, we're pretty much out of time, and we did a lot of buildy stuff, but I think next episode we're going to focus on the metal getting dinos. I want you guys to help me out in the comments. Tell me suggestions about what you think I should get. I'm leaning towards mantis. I think a mantis would be super duper cool, super duper handy, and they do have elemental mantises, manti, whatever the plural of those things are. So I think that would be pretty good. But if you can think of something better, you let me know in the comments below. Oh baby, we got all of our electricity and tech up to par. That's right, all of the super fancy dancy machines. If you also have any suggestions about the lighting, I'm no expert at it. You could see that clearly. I was testing out a lot of different stuff. If there's a better way to do it where I can place way less and just have better lighting going on, let me know. But this is actually, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, at least the result of the downstairs lighting. So that's pretty cool. I think that was a score. Man, oh man. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to show your support. Leave those thumbs up. That's right. Help me out with any of those tips or tricks or things, suggestions that I asked in the video. And until next time, guys, as always, peace out.